Hi, good to see you all again. Today I'm going to explain the answer, the marking of S1 exam half-year examination of 2022 and 2023. Okay, let's see the question now. So we have 4 sections and 1 bonus mark. So I'm going to talk about each sections and how would the answer would be and explain why. Okay, first question, section A, multiple choice. So this one is fairly easy because just follow the step 1, 3, 1, 4. So the answer is really simple. Okay, make it bigger for you to see. Really simple. Okay, should be 1, 3, 1, 4 should be this one. The answer would be B. Simple enough. Okay, next one. Which of following sensor of microbit lets you detect movement? Very simple. Accelerometer is testing does the speed changes accelerate. Okay. 3. The answer this one. Okay. Question 3. Ben argues that LED array, remember the LED array actually can display dots, so light, so it can output, but also can detect the level of light, so it also can do input. So the answer, actually this is from the assignment. So the answer is very simple, yes. Okay, it can output, but what is the difference with D then, the difference? Because D said temperature actually is light. So the answer would be C. Number 4. Which of following command requires input from user? So very simple. How we put input to a microbit? So very simple. We can press a button. So that's 2. And also we can shake it to make some movement. So 3. So the answer would be D. This one is a little bit hard for question 5 and 6. You see here, it repeats 10 times here. You see it's 10 times? Okay. The tricky part here is 10 times. Alright? Let's think. So how long it take the microbit to repeat 10 times? It's very quick. Less than a second. So after 1 second, the whole block finished. So the tricky part here is 3 seconds. If you on start, reset, and press it at the same time, so you may display, I am Kyle. But what happened is after 3 seconds, the whole program finished. Therefore, you see nothing. This question is same asking again in question number 6. Question number 6 is that also wait for 3 seconds. Also, the program finished already. So even though you press 11 times, still the program ended. So you still see nothing. Question 7. Which of following block can be used to return empty screen? The first one definitely not, because 0 you see a 0. Pause, you stop the program. 100 meaning 1 second. So the answer would be you can clear the screen by showing string nothing or clear screen. So the answer 3 and 4 would be C. Next question. Number 8. This one is tricky. Okay, I need to explain a bit. So first, okay, so I need to explain a bit. Okay, let's study the program again. Okay, give you a few seconds, I'll explain it. Okay, first, we have an x value. So very simple, I will draw out x. And also we have y. Okay, x and y. Let me draw again, x and y. So first, x is 6. Y is 9. So we change this line here, said change x by 6. So 6 become plus 6 would be 12. Then change y by 15. So 9 plus 15, 24. Okay, oops, a little bit long, never mind. Now the question is y divided by x. Y divided by x is 2 because 24 divided by 12 is 2. But we change x again by 2. So meaning adding 2 to 12. So it's 14. So the answer is 14. Let me explain again. First, x is 6, y is 9. Change x by 6, so 6 plus 6 is 12. Change y by 15, 9 plus 15 is 24. So the last one is y divided by x is 2, but change x, meaning 12 plus 2 more, so 14. So the answer would be C. Okay, next one. This one a little bit tricky here. We want to show 81 and 120, but the number is multiple of 3. Okay, so very simple. You generate a number, then multiply it by 3. So 81 divided by 81. Let me type it. 81 divided by 3 is equal to 27. And 120 divided by 3, this is divided by, I have heard that student ask what's they found this is very similar to plus. The actual is divisions here. So 40. So you pick a number 27 to 40 and multiply it by 3. So the answer would be A. Number 10. This one is very straightforward. First, we have 120. We just test the condition. This is true or false. Okay, let's see. The first one, light level 120 less than 100, false. Meaning we do not do this. Next, is it less than 135? True. They're very simple. Display moderate. Okay, so the answer is moderate. B. This comes to end of section A. I hope you got. Two of them are tricky. I understand. So I hope that you got a very good mark from here. Okay, next section B. Section B, true or false. This is actually from your assignment. If you go through that again, definitely you can answer most of them correct. First one, when you download the microbit, you'll have a hex file. This is 16-bit file. Okay, this is a binary. True. The unit of time pulse, millisecond. True. 1 millisecond is 1/100th of a second. So 100 millisecond equal 1 second. Block put in on start will only do once. Correct. The name of the variable should not be meaningful. It should be, remember, I use in, say, directions, DIR stands for directions. So also is meaningful. Okay, those are variable name. So it should be false. Okay, next one. Variable can only be set to 0 at the beginning of the program. Okay, is it true or false? Definitely is false. You can see above that. Okay, we scroll that again. You see that at the beginning of program you set it 6, so it cannot be only be 0. Okay, I'll put that up again. The answer, the first one is true, second one is true, third one is true, the fourth one is false. Variable can only be set to 0. No. The final value of y, we have to see the program now, okay? The first is true, 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 false, false. Okay, I'll scroll down, it's gone. Okay. 6. The final value of y accordingly to the program is 3. See, right or wrong? First, we have x is equal to 10. It's a good practice, write it down. Y is 3. So change y by x. So change y by x. So meaning y adding 10. So 13. So the answer should be 13, not 3. So the answer is false again. Okay, 7. Question 7. Refer to the program below. The number shown on the microbit will always be an integer. This one is tough, I would tell you. Okay? There's 2 coming up. So first, we can pick 10. 10 is divided by 5 is 2. So this one is integer, if 10. But if we got, let's say 11. 11 divided by 5 is 2.2, which is not integer. Integer 中文叫整數, therefore false. This one, following block always generate random even number. Okay, 1 to 5 times 2, always even number. Correct. 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, okay, etc. But the question here, the most difficult part is change. But let's say x already be at the initial value or the value before is 1. So 1 adding an even number, an odd number, plus an even number, you get an odd number. The most tricky part is here. So the question is, you will get an odd number afterward. So depends the value of x. Okay, even plus even is even. So if x is an odd number plus even number, still an odd number. So the answer would be false. Okay, so 8 of them. The answer would be number 1, true, number 2, true, number 3, true, number 4, false, number 5, false, number 6, false, number 7, false, number 8, false. Alright, so we scroll down again. This is section C now. This one, I think you can manage most of them because we haven't touched the physical microbit much, but we know the button when the teacher taught you before. So very simple. The button located backside of the backside. Remember the backside. The front side you have button A or button B. So this one will be reset. Okay, reset button. I put an R here instead. Okay, this one is number 1. Means computer decisions preload program. Okay, so once preloaded, when you have a loaded program, so the computer would follow the instructions every time, like a washing machine, like a cooker at your home, a rice cooker, whatever electronic device. So this one is automation, which is this one. I'll put 2 here. 3, detect temperature. Very simple. Most of you got it perfectly correct. Thermometer. This is 3. I'll put a T here. 4th one, On the Mako platform, so the microbit, Mako, we do not need a physical microbit. This is, we call it simulator. I'll put it as here, 模擬器 simulator 4. 2 mark each. I hope you got most of them correct. Okay, next section, getting harder now. Okay, the first word here is remainder. So we did that in a practice. Remember, I gave you a program. You saw this before. Remainder. Ben would like the microbit, so they classify number in 4 categories. They are positive odd number, positive even number, negative number, and 0. By changing the value num, the program will have different output accordingly. So first, 2 is 0. So you guess. So we're going to divide this to make it even. So 2 divided by 2, we don't have remainder. But if this divided, the most tricky part here is you do not recognize this divided by 2. So no remainder, because nothing in decimal. So no. You see the remainder here? Remainder, so no remainder. So the most difficult part is you have to understand what is remainder. So 2 divided by 2, no remainder. But 31 divided by 2, you got a remainder of 1. 15, you got 1. 10, you got 0. So 1 mark each. 1, 1, 0. What can you observe from the table? Okay, so you can observe if an even number divided by 2, you don't have remainder. But an odd number divided by 2, you're going to have remainder of 1. Okay, so the answer is, I'll type it here, so I can do that. Okay, I'll type it here. If an odd number is divided by 2, the remainder is 1. Okay, this would be 2 marks. Or if you type, if an even number is divided by 2, the remainder is 1. Okay, either one would be fine. Okay, either one would be fine. Now, we go to the next section now of this question. Getting harder is a program. Let's see it. Okay? So fill in this. Most of you got this correct. You understand the number is set to 0. So we got 4 categories, remember? So it can be 0, negative 1, negative number, even number, or positive even number. So very simple. So less than 0 is negative. So if this number, the variable is NUM, so you put NUM here. The number divided by 2, the remainder is 0. Then it's positive even number. Else meaning the remainder is 1. So this is a odd, positive odd number. Okay, 1 mark each. 0, num, 2, 0. Okay, next one. This one is even harder, I would say. Okay, so let's check the program now. Fill out this 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, repeated. And asking you how many times this block 1 set off, okay, to dog divided by 2, and how many times change dog by cat plus 5, and what will the LED show in the program. I prepared an Excel file to display for you. Now, the first time, dog is 400. Got it? The second cat is 25. Is it 400? So repeat 5 times. So first time, dog 400. This is 400. Greater than 25. Okay. The answer is true. So dog become dog divided by 2. This is set. You see, set. It's not change. It's set. So 400 divided by 2, you got 200 here. Then go back again because we want to do 5 times. So next time, they say 200. Now it's 200 now. Greater than 25? Yes. Therefore, divided again, you got 2, you got 100. Next time's 100. Is it 100 greater than 25? The answer is true. Therefore, you're going to divide it by 2 again, you got 50. Next time, the fifth time now. Okay, 25 divide, is it greater than 25? No. Therefore, you got this one and this time. Changing dog, cat plus 5 is 30. 30 change dog. Dog is 25 plus 30. So you got 55. So at the end, you're going to show 55 here. If you put show dog, sorry for that. You won't get marked for that. Okay? So the next question is asking how many times this line have been executed. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times. And how many times this line executed? Only 1. Okay. So see that again. Okay, if you have questions, review this part of video again. Okay, we jump to next question. Okay, so here we fill this in. First time 200, next time is 100, 50, 25. Okay, how many times this been running? Changing this value? The answer is 4. Next, how many times this execute? 1. And our last exact the number is 55 displayed it. Now the changing the program from 5 times to 8 times. Already generate that too. So go back here again. I got 8 times. So how many is true here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many false? 2. 2. So very simple. This line 6 times. This here 2 times. Okay. And overall, you said change to 8. So this is totally 8 times. Okay, fill it in. So if I change the program to 8 times, okay, this would be 6, 2, 8. Okay, very well then. I think you almost finished the exam and find it a little bit hard. Now we go to the last question now. Question number 3. This one is not just simply as a programming question, it's something about logic and I would say probabilities. How many times? So picking random number 1 is a game. So you guess what would be the most possible number displayed the most of the time. So picking 1 to 10, you got 1, 2. Okay, I also got a file here displayed to you. Okay, picking up 1 to 10, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Picking 1 to 5, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Picking up 5 to 10, you got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The most popular number appear more than the most of time would be 5. Therefore, the answer for this one, answer is 5. Okay, go back again. Fill it in. This one is 5. Here's the program, second game. 0 to 5, pick a 0 to 2. Okay? So, what is the best choice of game score? What number should you pick? Let's go back to here again. I already have a table generate all the possible outcomes. So the first one, this one can be 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 number. And here random here, you got 0, 1, 2. So I got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the combination of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the combination of 0 from the second number, 1 from the second number, 2 from the second number. The result of multiplication would be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So definitely you can see the most possible outcome would be 0. Okay, if you choose 0 would be the most possible outcome. From the probability you got how many times? 8 times of 0 out of 15 times. Okay, so which is half of the times you get the number 0. Okay, the answer would be 0. Right? Is it possible to obtain an odd number in this program? Now, do you see any odd number? Yes, 1, 3, 5. Okay, so you can explain if an odd number times an odd number, definitely you see an odd number. So 1, 3, 5 times 1. 1 times 1 is 1, 3 times 1 is 1, 5 times 1 is 5, 3 times 1 is 3, so all of them are odd number. Okay, so the answer would be yes, but you need to explain a bit. Odd number times odd number would give you an odd number. So if I put in tax, okay, for the last 3 questions you can explain. I'll put a text here. Okay, easier for you to follow then. Since I explained it, let's get some text. So I can do that. Okay, for this one, I'll put it in a notepad here. I cannot type here. See what happened then. So it's a 5 is the 5. This is the number. Okay, let me type in a notepad. Since I cannot for the question, I'll put a notepad then here. I'm going to explain. So for 3a, this number is likely to be shown in each random function. Okay, this is number 1. Okay, B now. 0, the probability, if you know this word, well, you not, of getting 0 is 8 over 15, more than half of times. 1 mark for correct answer and 1 mark for explanation. The last one, the 2, B2, is a bonus question also. It said the answer would be yes. The output can be 1, 3, 5, 5, and they are all number. Okay? So once you got it done, you got a perfect score. Okay. If after viewing this video, if you have questions, please ask. Thank you.